has there ever been a moment in your life where you pursued something you realize I'm not really good at this? I'm not really as good as I thought with this as I thought I was.
Um, or so I'm gonna add on to that. Or you're not willing to do what it takes
Yeah,
to
right.
get to that level. Let me see. So another funny one. When I first when I first graduated college, that's when I was a former D3 athlete, so body was in shape. I had the six pack and all of that. I actually pursued modeling.
You
So
did?
yeah, I pursue modeling, and I
Damn.
can say I model because I actually got paid. I modeled for
Yeah,
Montclair
you get
and all that, New
you
York
get
Fashion
paid. You're
Week. Yeah,
professional at it.
yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
You're
So
professional. So you were a professional model for a short period of
for a
time.
short period of time,
Okay, cool.
and then that industry to me is kind of different. Not what I'm used to, and all that. And I wasn't willing to go hard and sacrifice and do things or whatever like that, or like. And I'm not someone, and I think both of us, we like to have our work speak for ourselves.
Yep.
We don't like to schmooze people or things like that. So, and I wasn't one of the, I realized, yeah, this industry is not for me
Not for you.
at all.
Yeah. I think for me, a time where I thought I wasn't as good as I thought I was with something. No, I've been good at everything. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I realized I wasn't gonna be the type of athlete I wanted to be.
Another one too.
Right.
Yeah,
I didn't think
yeah.
I didn't realize, but at least you like for me, my body was just breaking down, man. And
Yeah.
I was always the type of guy that in my mind I'd go hard in everything that I do. So
Mhm.
nobody ever questioned my tenacity, my work ethic, but
Yeah.
like, my body just couldn't withstand the amount of training, the amount of playing, the amount of grit and the grind that your body's taking. And I have a replaced left hip, right?
Yeah.
That's a no-go. That's a career ender from before your career even started, right?
Yeah.
And I look, I couldn't jump the highest. I couldn't run the fastest. I wasn't the strongest. But my thing was always outsmarting people and like looking at the game, being a true student of the game. So that thing where I got reasonable amount of success. But you need to have some physical attributes. And if your body is not holding up, you're donezo, right? So at that point, I kind of just realized like, okay, well, I'm not going to be an athlete.
But shout out to you being a D1 athlete. D1, that's levels to it.
Yeah, man. But I mean, at that point,
And you were a great student because you got into law school as well.
yeah. I mean, look, that was great, but like I kind of realized like after high school, like this is not something that's gonna be. This is not something that every time I think about that period of my life, it brings a fair amount of little disappointment in my life. Yeah, man, because you always wanted to see if you can take it to the next level, but then I realized that, the legal career wasn't something I could fall back on. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I just kind of wish I kind of played that out a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's all good. I'm happy with where I'm at today. I mean, I wouldn't have met you otherwise. I've met some great people along the way. I wouldn't have never lived in London. There's so many other great things that I attribute that I guess diversion, right? And sort of like pivot I had to make in my life. That I'm all right with it. I'm at peace with it. I wasn't at peace with it during my 20s, but I'm at peace with it now.
But there's something to that as far as I think both of us had that, and I think hopefully we still have that. Where as a child or as young adults, you kind of have that. I call it I had hoop dreams because I literally thought I was it's fine. I didn't get a scholarship. I'm going D3. I'm about to average 40 points a game, and then I'm gonna get drafted to the NBA. Like that, just insane, unfathomable thought process. And I think we need to sometimes keep that. But I think now that we're more mature, have that work ethic to then back that. If we want to become the biggest podcast that existed, the biggest in the region, the biggest in the world, and the likes of a Joe Rogan, a EYL and all that, let's put that out there. But now we know it's not just going to come to us. We got to work.
The magic's in the work.
Yeah.
Right? There's no magic potion. The magic's in the work.